Hi, this is Lucky Robin, and this is update 6 for the French Biointensive Organic Raised Bed Garden. I'm in Northwest Washington in Zone B. Well, I got some flowers in today. They had these beautiful ones like I had last year. And last year they were misnamed because I had to look them up this year to find them again, and found out that wasn't what they were called. So they're actually called Cineraria, and that's the purple and the blue. And I've got a little bit of lobelia, blue lobelia, that I snuck in here. And this is a snow amethyst bachelor's button. I've never seen a bachelor's button that wasn't just purple. And then that is a harmony blue anemone. So the red Wethersfield onions, there's more of them that have come up through. Still waiting on quite a few of them. Hopefully they'll come up because they weren't exactly cheap. The copra keeping onions, I got half of them in so far, but I have to get my son to put some dirt at this end to even out the bed, otherwise it's completely sloping downhill before I can plant that other container of them. Okay, most of the lettuce has survived really well. I did lose a couple to the massive downpour and windstorm. We have a windstorm here at this time of year probably at least twice a week, and this last one was bad enough that we had gusts up to 70 miles per hour, and some of the little lettuce just couldn't take it, unfortunately. This kale plant is still doing very well. I did pull the other one out. The little bunching onions that I planted, just before last week, I think. They are doing fairly well. There's been a few that just up and died, so I pulled those out. But the rest are doing really well. The kohlrabi's doing pretty well, although some of the leaves did get, I don't know, burned or something. We had one day where it was super hot too. It's life in Pacific Northwest. 7 days of rain and 1 day of scorching heat. Well, at least at this time of year. The chard loves it though. The peas are doing pretty well. They're starting to hold on to the trellis now in a few places. The rest of the kohlrabi on the far side is doing much better than this here right in the center. Bee bulb's still coming up really well. There's a lot more lettuce that's self-seeded. I did take one of these and put it right there to replace the one that the wind destroyed. Haven't gotten around to transplanting that spinach out of here yet, or the hyssop, or the sorrel. I might just throw dirt on top of the sorrel. I think it'll grow up between it, but the hyssop's going to have to be transplanted. I got all of the strawberries dug out, separated into a gazillion daughter plants. Brought all of these bins up to a much higher level of soil and compost and manure. Replanted the strawberries, and now I've got 3 full rows of strawberries. Planted some more lobelia along there, and that's another flat of strawberry starts. The carrots are doing pretty well. These are the ones I planted last winter, and they overwintered under the plastic. I picked up some flat leaf parsley, some curly leaf parsley, some celery, and some chives as well. Kale's doing pretty good, but I did catch it thinking about bolting, so I had to pull off the forming flower heads. I don't want that to happen yet. The beets are doing okay. They did get beat down really hard by the rain. That was not an intentional pun. Sorrel's doing okay. There's a lot on here that, oh, another snail. I am finding a ton of these snails this year, yellow and black. Well, usually we have slugs, but because we had snow in March and a lot of freezing, hey, Chicky. We had snow and a lot of freezing. Most of the slugs, eggs were killed. I found very few when I was digging up in the strawberries. And usually when I've divided the strawberries before, I found a lot of snail eggs. Or I mean slug eggs. So I have no mercy with slugs and snails. They go directly to the chickens. So anyway, that sorrel's doing good. This sorrel, it did not like the one day of really hot weather. But I think it's coming back okay right from the center. Thyme's doing well. Calendula is taking its sweet time also to come up. This sage got scorched the one day, but I think it's going to be fine. Sage is pretty hardy. Lavender is doing good. Other thyme, other lavender are both doing well, and the rosemary is doing pretty well. Yarrow is doing great. Echinacea is doing great. The hyssop over there is doing very well. The marjoram starting to turn golden like it's supposed to. That sage plant, that's a big transplant. That's doing just fine. I've got to cut off a few of the old winter damaged things. Cilantro is doing fine. The poppy's getting bigger. That marjoram there is doing really well too, and so is that rosemary. The oregano right there is not doing well, but that's a transplant from the other side of the garden. But there's tons of oregano coming up around the place, so that's not going to be an issue at all. I got one more flat of strawberry starts. I'm probably just going to give those away or sell them or something. The stores are charging like $1.50 for strawberry starts around here, so I could probably sell them for 50 cents each, maybe even 75, but we'll see. I might not want to deal with it and might just put them out by the road with a free sign. Having a lot of arthritis pain right now, so sometimes that's too much to deal with and deal with people coming to buy things. So anyway, that is the update for the garden this week. It's doing really well, and I am really pleased.